ABC News legal contributor Kimberly Whaley joining me live now for more. So, Kim, the ball is in the Justice Department's court now, but the committee says they've given the Justice Department all the evidence they need to indict the former president. So what else will federal prosecutors consider?
Well, they will do their own investigation, which they have been doing through the grand jury. And who knows if there's additional information that is coming through the grand jury, which is, of course, confidential, cannot be made public unless it ends up in some kind of criminal proceeding. But they will pore over not just the 8 volumes that are coming out this week, but all of the thousands of underlying witness statements and documents. And I just think in this moment, we should all feel pretty good about government having produced over 18 months such an astonishing record of a moment in history that I think we all have to agree we don't want to see repeated. And I think that's really the bigger question for Americans. Not so much will Donald Trump go to jail, but what is in place in this moment to tamp down political violence around elections.
Right, so we do not see this happen again in our country. Let's talk about this referred charge of insurrection. The 14th Amendment bars anyone convicted of taking part in an insurrection from holding public office. So how could the Justice Department navigate that while Trump is running for president in 2024?
Yeah, that's a post-Civil War reform that's there to basically ensure that Confederates that weren't supportive of the Union don't kind of infiltrate the new government, the reorganized government. The issue with that, with lots of parts of the Constitution, there's not a clear implementing mechanism. So how do you enforce that? The Congress last week introduced a bill that would create a mechanism to somehow kick in the 14th Amendment. But if there is a conviction on insurrection, those things together could come to have the proof or the verdict that he was engaged in insurrection, and then figure out a way to make the 14th Amendment work. Because at the end of the day, the way you get on a presidential ballot is through the states. There's no federal mechanism for thumbs up or thumbs down. So that'll be very interesting to watch.
Now, the committee also recommended charges against some of Trump's allies. So how do you expect that to play out? I mean, could we see prosecutors charge those allies first in an attempt to get them to turn against the former president?
Yeah, that's a typical strategy, right? You sort of discuss a deal with people like John Eastman, for example, to see if then he would testify against the president. And just to remind viewers, John Eastman and Donald Trump now for months have been identified by a federal judge in California as likely having conspired to defraud the United States. And we now have 2 branches of government. We've got the judicial branch and we have the Congress, both saying that these people, Jamie Raskin identified as the masterminds, that they should be held accountable as well as the foot soldiers. And of course, yesterday, big opening of a trial against the Oath Keepers for the actions on January 6th.
All right, Kim Whaley, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.